You do.
So we are in. So thank you so much, man.
Good.
I appreciate you for being here.
Yes, I feel welcome. Yeah, thank you. I missed the word, you know.
Man, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Elon Musk bought? He already bought Twitter.
I think he didn't already buy, but he has from the banks and from the other capital spenders, he has a yes, and so yeah, it will work through probably. I think it isn't already, but yeah, I heard definitely.
No, it is. So this is fresh news now. See?
Oh, okay.
You are the first one in Cyprus who know this. The second.
Yeah. After you, yeah. And 5,000 traders.
And more. I'm going to tell him we are going to McDonald's. Have you downloaded McDonald's app?
I have it from Germany, but I don't know if a special one is here. So
if you download the Cypriot app, you will get free Big Mac beef. Welcome you that you download the app. So download the
Okay, I will directly do it. So wait.
So now Elon Musk, he bought it. So for me, I feel that this is the best thing that can happen this year. It's a very good news for me, but it's
such a big thing.
It's bad news for some people. What do you think?
What do I think? Like, yes, of course, he didn't buy it for investment reason, I think. Maybe he thinks he can make capital out of it, but I think the main reason is to change something in the world and the free speech.
Yeah.
I'm really excited what will come out and what will change, because he always said everybody is allowed to say what he wants to say, but I think in the last 2 weeks or something around that corrected it. And yeah, so I also thought short about this, and I always also thought about situations where it probably is not good if everyone can say everything. So I'm really excited what will be at the end there. So I think he doesn't know by himself, but Elon Musk often starts projects by high risk projects where he doesn't know exactly what to come out, but at the end it's getting, or it performed well. Many big firms he created. So yeah.
The problem is I don't know if you agree with me, but I think that we don't know why we are here in Earth. Like nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean, some people say it or have a religious answer, and others say by nature. So at the end it's probably the same. So yeah, it's just it's a long history how it went there, and we cannot imagine like time forever. So but it should be forever. I don't think there's a starting point or an ending point, and if so, we will never face this point. So it's hard to imagine, and this will treat us to what did you say?
To heaven. We will all go to heaven from Earth.
But what was your question at the beginning?
So I really, to come back to the point, you told me that you don't know if it's good that everyone can say everything they want. And I wanted to tell you that we don't know why we are here. So it's hard to tell what could be said and not said. But I think the benefit of letting people say whatever they want is there will be not censoring, and they will not control people with ideas. Because I feel like the problem what we have in Yemen is that you cannot say whatever you want. Some people tell you, no, you cannot say this.
Yeah.
You can say this. So this is a problem. So for me, what Elon Musk did, as someone who his country is fucked because of this censoring, and he's doing it, we don't know, maybe he's bad, but that's what we think. And with a positive view, there is only one person in this world who has the money and bought Twitter, and he wants to allow free speech. So why not give him hope? And I think everything will be good.
Yeah. I also thought about this. Is in every situation it good when everyone can say everything? And I also thought first yes, but if you think about how Russian propaganda, for example, works, when there are groups who organize and maybe do some brainwash, and you don't do something against these organizations, so they can use this social network to empower themselves. And yeah,
but
think
what I want to ask you is who get to decide what should be said and what shouldn't be said? Who get to decide this?
Yes, this is a really big question. I think it's a little bit like in the system, when you talk about different opinions and then the majority decides what is right. I think it's the best thing, and everybody should say what he likes to, and then the most popular and probably mostly the best will come out. But when there are subparts organizing themselves, then and a minority and will make damage in any way to others, then it can be also a problem, and you include both of them. So if you would say in reality everybody is allowed to do everything, so in parts it will be good, and in other parts it will be not so good. And I think there is a reason why it's also in different situations not good to say everything. But of course we have I think a bigger problem with not saying things than with saying things.
I think that everyone should say whatever they want. And
what? Everyone should say what?
Everything, anything they want.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
So you can hear anything, and then you get to choose. I think
and
it's easier problem. It's easier problem that than someone says you can say this or you cannot say this, or majority.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yes, of course, I also see the big problem of too much power in somebody's hands who controls the system and set the rules. So this is
even
the big problem, yes. But what would you do on the problem when people organize themselves in a network and for making bad stuff? anything like, I mean, in extreme cases, it's terrorism, but and then of course, then the social networks say, okay, that's not allowed. And what would you do? Would you let them organize?
Okay, I want to ask you this question. Do you have a vision? If, for example, we say that from tomorrow you are the president of the world, you get to
Yes.
decide how this should work, how everything should work. Do you have a vision? Have you thought about it? Do you have a strategy to make things better?
I mean, if I'm the president of the world, it's a very good thing, because then the problem that different countries play against each other is out of the world, and we would not have people avoiding taxes like like here in Cyprus. And the system would work better. So there are so many people, imagine, working on taxes in the whole world. So, and if you make it much easier, how much more wealth could you create by that? Also by other things in system. And if you have one president in the world, you could avoid the competition in between the countries. So you could create higher wealth. So yeah,
Taxes.
I would,
You will make
yeah,
taxes the same all over the world, same taxes or no
yes,
tax. Because
yes,
in Arabic countries, we don't have tax. So they will be
yes.
angry at you.
I mean, you can decide. You can decide between taxes or inflation. So you can also say there's no taxes on anything, and the government prints the money, and then you have inflation. So I don't know what is the better thing. I think you should keep it very easy, and you can make a very good system, also a social system, with a very easy tax system. So, and I think that is one thing. Probably I see it much in Germany, that I think it's a very big problem. And yeah,
You
but
mean the problem
yeah,
in Germany is that the tax is too high?
yes,
So,
and that there are too many um, um, I missed the word, things how to go around. So there is a German tax declaration is, when you fill it all, 120 pages. I don't know, it's probably more. So and it's all about, at the end, to get an income or capital gain. So how much profit did you make as an employee or as a firm? And there you have to, yeah, there are probably 5,000 fields or anything like this. And yeah, cases where you have to substitute that, and it's always increasing, and it just makes it more complicated, and I think even more unfair, because rich people know the tricks in the system, and poorer don't.
so you will
And
make it easier, not 100 pages.
yes,
Your tax will be like so easy, not too much thinking, or the person can just
yes.
come, 10 euro, you pay 10% tax,
So
11 euro, finish, bye
so
bye.
so I think I would make two big things. I would just make value-added tax, so just tax on sales, and it's much easier to control. Yes, and what I would make an income what everyone gets, so nobody will have a problem that he's running out of food. So the lowest yeah uh, amount is covered, and for more you have to work, because then you create a social system directly in it, and it's very fair, because you the less you have, the relative more you get from this substitution, and therefore I think it's the most effective way to make make a social system,
But now
and
in
a very
Egypt,
efficient and
yeah.
low cost. So there is no really cost when you just have value-added tax and you just give everyone one amount of money. You don't need all these employees working in the tax system.
So you
Yes.
can fire them, and they can
Yes.
go and find
Yes.
another more useful jobs. They can work
Of
out.
course.
What
Of
other jobs?
course.
What other jobs you think you will? Would you offer them something, or you will tell them, okay, go, you are fired?
No, I would say go in retirement, and no, of course it depends on the age. Of course they should work.
In
I
bank.
mean, like everybody else, or if they have enough money, they don't have to work. Like, it's freedom. This is also a big thing. What is also very important for you, and also important for economics. And yes, so this is probably even more important to system than the taxes.
Okay, so now in Germany, nobody dies from hunger. Everyone.
I would not say that, but very less, yes.
So what, you mean there are people, they are Germans and they die because they don't have enough food?
So I think, look, normally everyone in Germany gets support when he has nothing, but there are some people, maybe also foreigners, who don't, are registered in the system, and so they don't have maybe the right, or they just don't know how to get anything. And there was one situation probably 5 years ago, and I was talking to somebody sleeping in the park. It was in Stuttgart, and no money, no food, and I offered him a burger, and I asked him why it's not why he doesn't have money, why he doesn't has a place to sleep, because normally you should get it. And he told me that he doesn't get. And until now, I don't understand, but there are people, and it's not so less, who live like this. And yeah, there are definitely people who also die because they have nothing. But I don't really understand why. Maybe they don't know how, or they really get nothing because they are illegal there. There are some explanations, but it's definitely not, we don't have too less food in Germany, so much food. It's just, yeah.
Bro, but you have very, very nice heart. Like, I know sometimes you go crazy when we go out in the weekend, but I appreciate your heart.
Thank you.
I mean, like, I'm asking you, if someone from Germany is starved and you are including all humans, because now there is a problem where countries thinks that it's not our, if I'm from Germany or if I'm from France, France will be a good example. If I'm from France and you are from outside France, you have no right here. You are here sharing my, taking our money, making problems. They are also, the France are afraid from, they are like, I don't want in the future to have Arabic president or anything. Because when you give right to, for example, Arabics or refugees or this person who was in the park, they will have kids, and then their kids will have kids, and then you might have president that called like Abdul Rahman or some. So the friends are like, and they are like, it's also not our responsibility to help them. So I love your, I mean, your heart is cool, bro. Even there are some troubles from these people who comes, because they also bring some ideas with them, and the ideas could be a problem.
Yes, I mean, it's a big thing. So at the end, there are groups who organize, for example, the EU. I think it's the best example in the world. And always when a big group works together and accept the same rules, they have profits from that. So they can use the benefits of all. And if they are not together, and then every country looks for itself, and this brings the outcome in whole, makes it lower. And therefore it would be the best if every country would work in the same system. But we also have the problem in the EU that the different countries have sometimes so much power, because the system gave them to that, and they block things, and then the organization gets in trouble. So yes, it's a big fight between groups. So it's all about groups. Country is a group, some friends group, and it's always good when the group is bigger. You get more profits out of it, but it's more hard to get it worked very well.
It's like like you might make profit in the short term. It's not good for the long term, and it's not good for the society in general. Because I do feel that we all share Earth. Man, it's a little bit complicated, because back to the question, this refugee, for example, sometimes they bring ideas that's not good. For people in Germany or in France. Sometimes they bring ideas from Middle East. So how do you fight this? Because, for example, I think also the France or the Germans or anyone wouldn't mind or would be more open if Arabics, for example, come and live normal. Like don't arrange married their daughters, because imagine Arabic people come to Germany and they arrange married. Because for me, I think the worst thing you can do for society is arranged married, because when you arranged married are weird, and then the kids become weird. That's my experience.
Of course,
and it's all.
Of course.
So, for example, let's say these people are coming to Germany or France and keep doing arranged marriage, keep taking their kids from the school and married them, and then you have whole new generation and whole new idea that's growing in Germany or in France. And and you know, Arabic people, they fuck so much. Like they have 10 kids. They think that God brings the money when they have more kids. So how do you stop this? Like they're gonna take over. So
yes, I think there is no solution for this problem. So the population there will be limited by less food and war and anything, of factors what comes from the nature, and probably were in every country or all over the world 200 years ago. So very important is also to have the right rules, and of course I'm also against letting all the African and people from Near East inside of Europe, because they have a totally different mindset in many ways, and this would not, or in some cases would not could work with the rule system in Europe. So if you come to Europe, then you have to accept this system of rules. And if you have a look on the world, you see how good a system works and how much wealth it creates. And yeah, it's definitely the case that the European system, the US system, or in China works much better than in the other countries. And yeah, you can also see it by the people want to go there. So, I mean, in that way, it's yeah, nearly objective that the system with the rules from Europe work better than systems in the Arabian countries, and you can ask why. And
Okay, let me
yes,
stop you. I'm
it's
sorry.
yeah.
Now, I want you to think with me. Now you are telling me that you are not happy with the idea of letting go, like people that comes from Africa or Middle East come to Germany because they have some ideas that's a problem and they don't want to adopt with the society.
Yes.
And some people they say, or for example, an example like the US. The US was built by immigrant because also immigrant have different mindset. It's like immigrant are hungry. They come from nothing. So immigrants
Yes.
are always most probably to work harder and try to find chances. Like imagine someone who left his country, who came from. So how do you balance? How do you balance this, and how do you make it? Because there are some bad things and there are some good things. Or do you think they should allow people to come to Europe, that people that say we will adopt with you and we will be like you? But people that says no, I want to arrange married my daughters. I don't want them to go to university. I want them to leave the Middle East. Start then we tell them stay in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Do you
So
think that's the
if you,
solution or no?
I mean, if you see the reality, you see that it's not that big problem when some people move there, because always when you have rules in your mind and you go to a group who is much bigger and has other rules, you have to adapt to their rules. So if you come to Germany, you have to adapt to the rules of Germany. And if I go to Yemen, I have to adapt to the rules of Yemen. And if not too many people come and slowly come, so then always the system will stay like it is. And yes, but if there are too many people coming, then there will be subsystems, and yeah, that's a problem. And so you can deal with the problem if you don't exaggerate immigration. And of course, from the existing system side, it's intelligent to take the quality people, the intelligent, probably very educated ones, and let them in the system.
There you go. I think there should be some programs that help selecting people that have more potential, more
Yes, I
open-minded
think the
people,
same.
all this. And yeah, I think these people will be always useful. I think always you can find program to select humans. You cannot always be perfect, but I think you can always eliminate and always try to bring the good people. And again, we come back to freedom of speech, and everyone should say whatever they want. Everyone should do whatever they want. But this, what I want to tell you is, where you were saying that sometimes people do wrong things or say wrong things. For sure, there are things that you cannot say that let's kill all people who go to that church, or let's kill all people who go to the mosque. That's not freedom of speech. That's fucked up. So yeah, as you said, like it's good to have some programs. They select good people, and there should be freedom of speech, but not fucking arranged married your daughters. And everyone that comes from
Yes.
arranged married are suffering. The kids always,
Yes.
because if for example daughters, girls. That because I feel like most arranged marriages don't have the love, don't have bound between them, the bound. What's the bound?
Yeah.
Because my mom met your mom and then we get together. uh, and anyway, so the daughters cannot see good example at the house. Her mom doesn't have real love with her dad, and when you leave, you can feel it.
Yes.
So the daughters
Yes.
choose the wrong partner. They cannot even select the good man
Yes.
when they grow up, or they may end up
I
with someone fucked up. So these things are annoying for me because it
yeah.
affects the daughter. The daughter will not be able to select the right man because she grew up in a house with arranged marriage where there is no romance, no bound. It's just fucked up, and the kids. So that's the problems that Europe are paying sometimes. And as you said, there should be some trying to make some smart program to select the good or the open-minded people.
Definitely. Um, yes, I can just agree with that. Um, and if you can't select, it's definitely inefficient. So the system doesn't work good. And yeah, so as evolution doesn't work in a good ways like that also economy doesn't work in a good way like that. If you force them, um, force economy, you will not have a good outcome, or you will have a much lower outcome. And you see it at many places in the world, and of course mostly the things affect, like arranged marriage for example, affects the private life and also the working life, and it's the whole system is built on that.
And
Um,
like, for
yeah,
example, if I was going to do this program, all gays, anyone that's gay in Arabic country should get help because there
yeah,
until now you cannot even be gay.
yeah, yeah.
And
So I don't understand how it's possible to get gay, but I don't have a problem with people who are. I mean,
no, no, I
it's
mean
not
gay.
bad for one else. So it's, they can live with you,
Yeah, I
and
mean, like if
yeah,
they start by taking gays out from, first of all, I feel like gays are already open-minded because religions don't allow gays.
yeah,
So just the moment you tell me I'm gay, I know that you are open-minded and you don't believe in religions. And I don't know, there are some
yeah,
weird people that are gays and go to the church or to the, because to the mosque, there is no way you can be gay and go to the mosque because that's against, like, nobody.
yeah,
Uh, if you are gay, if you are gay from Arabic country or from Muslim background, that tells me right away that you are not Muslim or you don't go to the mosque because
yeah.
like in our religion, our prophet and his friends, are you with me?
Yes, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
the like in our religion, our prophet and his friends, it says that we don't even believe that gay exists because it's horrible.
Yeah.
But they are like, we believe that it exists because God told us, be careful, don't be gays, and there are some gays. But we
Yeah.
even cannot imagine it or accept it. So
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine if you're not gay. Probably we both cannot imagine to be gay. It's the same if you want to try to imagine to be a woman. It's maybe you can try, but you don't get it by the feeling.
yeah, but they say that we cannot imagine it, and it's like everyone is like me. They don't. They are not open to the possibility that I cannot
Yes.
imagine it, but someone may feel the same, or someone may be different. It's not all about me or how I feel. It's not everyone is me, so they don't even give
Yeah.
that possibility or the right to
Yes.
other
Exist.
people. And but it's weird how like we were in the club with Ali and Thomas. You know Thomas,
Yeah.
and
I don't. I'm not sure, but yeah, I know Ali, and Thomas is the owner of his place where he stays. Yeah,
yeah. So
and
Thomas
he's gay.
is cool. Is I love
Yeah.
Thomas, and
Yeah.
I really danced on him this weekend.
Okay. Tell me more.
I wanted to try, man. I wanted to feel how Dix feels. I never like
He got a
when
hard dick.
what?
Did he get a hard dick?
No, oh my God, I felt ugly. He didn't even get boner, bro. But I danced on him and it really felt uncomfortable. Like it's just,
Yeah.
but not, maybe some people feel good, you know? It's just me.
Yeah.
And
Probably. Yeah, they do.
I
Yeah.
and I start talking to Spiros and Morts. I was like, if my dad see me, he will kill me. He's like,
Yeah.
if you know I will do this, he wouldn't even have sex with my mom that night. He's like, are you crazy? But it's crazy how, like, if I, for example, I dance with a girl, even if she's dancing, I would get so excited. But
Yeah.
is that how you tell that you are not gay? Just you follow your instincts and how you feel? Or do
I
you think
think.
you need to try in order to really know?
No. No. I think. Yeah, the body gives
Signal.
the signals. So 95% of our action is by not thinking about it. It's under the yeah, not on purpose, just trained. And yeah, but I think you can imagine the feeling that probably we have when we dance with girls, that they have when they dance with boys. So maybe it's the way how
Dude,
to
it's
think about
crazy.
that.
Like I would get erection. Like I would get boner right away if a girl is dancing, especially
Yeah,
me. Like we're
yeah.
4 years
No,
ago.
that's normal.
And it feels
Yeah,
uncomfortable when Thomas is touching me. It's just our
yeah,
bodies are fucking weird. How it's like,
yes,
oh my God.
yes. But they are very well trained. So yeah, it's really crazy. And
Like you
how
don't
many?
even choose. You
Yeah,
don't choose. Like you might be inside body that likes dicks. You might be inside body that likes pussies, whatever gender you are.
yeah. And there are some ways to yeah, trick your body. For example, drugs. And yes, it's really crazy, and
And-
many things are not understood already
But you mean
from
trick your body
our
with
body.
drugs so you like boys or what? Or trick your body with drugs as psychedelics and just having fun as being drunk or
Yeah. So they make something with your brain, or with your brain, that your brain feels like it would feel when there is something nice happened. Yeah.
who's here?
Jan was here, and
Jan.
Jan was
Hello,
here,
Jan.
and I said goodbye, but he wanted to wait until we finish, but it's taking too long.
Hey. We can, if you want, tell him that we will finish in 3-4 minutes. Do you want to say to him goodbye?
I write him. I write him.
Or maybe
Yeah.
5 minutes, because um, but
Okay.
I will ask you, could be the last question, and bro, I really write him, so
Yeah, I wrote him.
good.
Yeah, I wrote him. Yeah.
I really loved talking to you. Like, you are one of the coolest Germans that
Thank you.
I ever
Thank you.
met in my life. And bro, this is my last question, because we talked about gays,
Yes.
how our body might feel certain ways. Do you feel that you are trapped inside this body? Like, when you look to yourself to the mirror, how do you identify yourself? Like, do you feel that like, I am inside this body? Because for me, I feel that I am inside this body, and
Yeah.
I spend my life and my days grinding to figure it out. How, what works for me? What am I supposed to do? So I try every day to work on this body that I'm trapped in, that I don't want to say the word stuck inside, because I'm having fun with it. So I don't want to say that I'm stuck. I love myself. But I every day try to make the best out of, um, uh, I feel that you
Of your
tried,
life.
or I think so. What I want to tell you is, I work on this body to figure it out, to have better understanding, because I feel that most people don't know who they are or what works for them. Uh,
Yeah.
what's I have to do. I try to be the mechanic of myself. I wanna master
Yes.
myself, and know how to
Mm,
be happy, sad, how
mm,
to do this. So how about you?
mm. Yes. Um, I think this is a really big thing. What to do with its life, and when I look at my parents, it's like they do something what the parents of them said, or what is good. And I think everybody has set a view in this world from his parents, and then there are people who want to discover much more and break out of it, like probably you, and maybe also me. But yeah, and there are others who follow the rules. Yes, but and I would say at the end, I don't know if you can 100% say that one thing is always the right, because it depends on the person, and on the person's needings, what it wants. But yes, I think the bigger thing, so where people lose more, is the thing to get stuck in in a system what was given you to your childhood, and you don't look above, and what else you can do. So I think there you lose more.
I love what
Yeah.
you say. I feel like, as you said, like, I feel that everyone has something to participate with his body and the way his brain works, because we work differently, and you need to grind. You need to figure out what you really can do, what you can participate and help the
Yes,
society with. You are different than me, so you can do something that I cannot do. So I will
of
be the
course, and
best
the
on
other way
what I
around.
can do. You can be the best on what you can do by figuring out who you are. As you mentioned, beautiful ideas and all these things makes it hard to figure out who you are or what you like. Um,
Yes,
so beautiful way to end up this podcast. And bro,
yeah,
you exceed my expectation as always. Every day I see you or I meet you, you are always great. You are always shining. You are always fucking flying, bro. So I go to the
yeah,
gym with Morts, and then
yeah.
we go to McDonald's, as I told you. Also, when you download the app, sometimes they have games. You play like 1 minute and you can get like one burger for €1.
Okay, yeah,
So we do this. We go to the gym. We take with us like 7 eggs, 8 eggs to McDonald's and order one burger and eat it with the burger. So it can be like enough protein and carbs, and then we try to eat little by the end of the day, or try to eat only protein. So that way you enjoy McDonald's and you didn't fuck your diet.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay, so I'm not on diet, but
does it
yeah,
make sense?
I think
Does it
I
make
get,
sense
yeah.
what we do?
What?
What we do, does it make sense for you?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, yeah,
Good. I'm glad, because it makes sense for me too. I feel it's a good way to enjoy McDonald's. Fucking take 8 eggs with you to McDonald's. You're gonna have good amount of protein, and the rest of the fucking day, don't eat rice or anything. Depend how much micro you wanna add, or if you are in building muscle or you wanna cut for the summer. But always work smart, bro. I cannot wait to
yeah.
hopefully see you this weekend in
Yes,
the open mic or in Bar
yes.
Street.
Or in volleyball. Yes, I have to write in the group. Maybe yeah,
Wednesday.
maybe Wednesday. Wednesday, it's good.
Write
Yeah.
it in the group, because the
Yes, I will write it.
Timmy, she told me she will come, hopefully Spiros. And
Yes. Jan will come probably, and Martina has also free time on Wednesday. Yeah, we get enough.
bro, write it now. Fuck them. It's 11:30, but let's.
Yes, I write it down.
Okay, man. You've been great here and there and everywhere, and you are the greatest in Bar Street and in Cyprus and in Germany and in the whole
That's
fucking world.
exaggerated, but
See
very
you.
kind. Thank you, Mo.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
See you.
see you on Wednesday, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Write it now. Bye.
Yes, I write it down.
Woo! Bye bye.